Welcome to the Creative Visionaries podcast. My name is Tori Barker, a digital marketing specialist, business owner, mom, and you guessed it, a creative visionary. This podcast is about inspiring business owners, building connections, sharing success stories, and motivating others. Join me on this journey as we tap into your true potential and unleash your inner visionary. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Creative Visionaries podcast. Today's guest is Steve Ramona. Steve is a partner and global sales director for Inphone. What is Inphone? Inphone is a business toolpad, a directory system, and a referral and engagement platform. Steve, welcome on the show.
Thank you, Tori, for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, so tell us more. I mean, I kind of gave like the high level of what Inphone is. And so I'm sure people are curious if they haven't heard of it. Tell us what it is, what it does, and just kind of give us a whole background on it.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Thank you, Tori. I always like to start back what we solve, which is any service or product people have. You're going to solve something. And what we solve is your lost information. Mm-hmm. We all do these great meetings, whether in person or on virtual Zoom, and they're super excited or they're not excited, but you go, hey, I'll send you my contact info through email. Or maybe you text it. You meet somebody, hey, let me text you. Well, they go back to you 3 days later, 3 weeks later, and where's Tori's information? Where's her email? Oh, where do I find it? Oh, I've got somebody I need Tori to connect with. I think this person would be a great referral. They can't find the information. Well, what we do with Inphone, with the business toolpad is, our big secret sauce is we put it on their cell phone. So we turn your face, your headshot, into a web app. So it looks like a TikTok, Facebook, those apps you'll have on your phones. But when they go through their phone, they're going to see Tori's beautiful face. Oh, Tori's that marketer I need to talk to. I've got a question. So it's top of mind as they swipe back and forth on their phone. But not only is it just an email, a phone number, and maybe your website, it's everything you do for your business. Yeah. Do you do Venmo, your calendar? So it's a multitude of things in one location with a click of a button, which we all can do, an ATM machine, our phones, whatever. It's very easy technology. We did that purposely so that people have access and don't have to worry about spending hours to learn something to be able to use it. It's right off, as they say, right out of the box, it's ready to roll.
And so you said it's a web app, so it's not actually like an app from the App Store, but it's web-based. And can you tell us how that differentiates the product for you?
Wonderful question. It's a big thing because of passwords and usernames. We have a time. I have 50,000 in my password vault. I counted them one time, like, holy mackerel! If I didn't have this, I'd never find it. And you go to your Play Store, you go to the App Store, download, and that's okay. But if the app's out of your use of your device, say you have an iPhone 10, well, some of these apps, maybe 10, 20, 30% won't work. So guess what? You got to buy an iPhone 14 or a 13 to be able to use the app. So no username or password, and our web app works with any device. I have a guy with an iPhone 6. He told me, I will use your app if I can use it. I'm 80 years old. I hate technology. So I showed him. He says, dude, you got me. I'm sold. I'm buying. Because I can push a button.
Yeah.
The other thing that we do that is really important, especially internationally, it's now coming to the United States, is privacy. We have no access to the phone that Inphone sits on, and it takes zero data. So when people are using, you could have 10 Inphone businesses on your phone. It takes zero data, which we know is very powerful. Your phone starts getting full. You can't do a lot of things. So those are some of the highlights of what we can do.
And would you say that that's kind of one of the differentiators between yourself and similar products, or what sets Inphone apart from the other apps or products that are out there?
Absolutely, because we customize the picture. That's your app. We call it favicon. That's the word we use.
Yeah.
We can use your logo. We can use your headshot, and we can customize it. The other thing that we do is we have a sliding billboard at the top of our info. And that really sells your business, gives you credibility. Why do you want to work with Tori? Well, one, here's her picture, so you know exactly, so it personalizes that referral or that connection. Instead of, hey, call Tori, here's her phone number. And that's great. They still may call. But if they get that, plus your face, plus your taglines, why you do, what's your mission, a
Yeah.
testimonial can go on there, which says, hey, this is why I work with Tori. She does this. Well, somebody sees that 10, 15, 20 times, they're more apt to at least reach out to you, and then you can go ahead and do a great sale, sell them, and get them started. So
Does the app have any capability of like notifications on the phone, or is it just static and it updates once you get into the app?
that's another great question. I'm glad I'm on this podcast. This is a great podcast. An audience need to listen to this podcast. She's a smart lady. We do not, because of the fact we have no access. There's technology coming that you'll be able to get the notifications
Yeah,
without having access to the phone. So that's in the near future. But
cool.
we can find out how many times your inphone's been clicked. And let me give you an example. Over the last 18 months, my inphone's been clicked over 23,000 times. That means 23,000 eyeballs have seen my business,
Yeah.
which led to tons of sales, tons of connections. I wake up in the morning and I get a calendar notification. I don't know who the person is until I meet them. Oh, I met them through Tori, who met them through Joe, because
Yeah.
it's this web of networking, people passing this along like a business card, but it can't get lost because once we put it on their phone, it's always there until they delete it.
Yeah. Well, and for people listening who may not be familiar with it, and we're not showing it on here, but like the visual, the look and feel of the app is very much like, how would you describe it? Like a touchpad or like a keypad where there's buttons and like you said, the sliding ad at the top. Can you kind of give us a description of the visual of what they can expect?
Yeah, like a phone. Some people say it looks like a phone, an actual phone, but a keypad with a window. If you
Mm,
think about that, with a bunch of buttons, you see a window sliding across a billboard. And if you want to, audience, want to see what it looks like, you can scan my QR code that's on the screen, and it'll pull it up for you. And that's another great thing. QR codes are so popular now.
yeah.
We can put them anywhere. I have a guy that has QR codes on his shirts for his employees. So when they walk around, at lunch, somebody goes, "Well, what do you do?" They scan their shirt and they learn about the plumbing business. Very powerful tool.
Yes, for sure. I remember way back when QR codes were really popular and then they kind of went away and I'm like, I loved them. I'm like, why? Why'd you go away? And then now they're back. I'm like, yes.
Unfortunately, it took COVID to do that, but
I
we want to take the positive from COVID, not the negative.
right.
This is exactly one of the things, restaurants, no more menus. How much money are they saving on menus? It could
Right.
be thousands of dollars, right, Tori?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
there's a lot of great coming from it. The one thing about QR codes, because I'm a big tech guy, is when you had your reader, it had so many ads, you'd have to go through the ad to scan the QR code.
Yeah.
Once these big companies said, hey, let's turn the camera into a scanner, game
Love it.
changer.
I
So you're
know.
absolutely right. It's fun.
Well, and then so just to kind of touch a little bit on the customization. So the InPhone, you can personalize any of those buttons. You can add as many as you want, right? And personalize them to just kind of a few that I've seen: video chat, schedule an appointment, payments, links to social platforms, download a V card. There's just so many options out there. Can you talk about, the personalization side, how frequently people customize it? What's the kind of secret sauce for that?
Well, that's another great question because all our businesses are unique. You're
Yeah.
a marketer, another marketer will have something different. Of course, the picture will be different, but you all are promoting different things. So that's the great thing about the customization. It's all about that person's business. And the great thing, what I love, love, love about Inphone is our businesses are always changing.
Yeah.
That restaurant you went to that you've gone to for 10 years, I'm sure 10 years ago it's completely different than it is today. It has
Right.
been for me restaurants I've gone to. Some, of course, have closed as well, but that's a whole different story. But we grow with the business. We add, you bring on a new payment method. Say you bring on Cash App, you just reach out to our design team, we add the button to it. And the great thing about changing and customizing, all the people that had your info in the past, it automatically updates. So you don't have to go back to my 23,000 people and say, hey, I've just added Tori to my info for
Right.
business, it's automatically done. So you keep selling your business, you keep working with your clients and serving them. We'll do all the other stuff for you.
And then since I'm a creative and a branding strategist guru, do you have the option to add brand colors? What is the capability of the app for personalization on the branding side of things?
Branding is all on that slider, the
Yeah.
billboard above. Your colors, we'll do some basic slides for somebody, but we have some clients will go to a Tory Barker and say, hey, can you build some slides? Here's the dimensions, and do beautiful slides that's to their, because really that's going to catch their eye when they open an info and they're going to see this stuff moving. That's where the marketing is, the branding.
Right.
Down below is just, we want very neutral. So they see Venmo, they see
Mm.
link connect on LinkedIn, they see visit website, they see my YouTube channel, they see my education video, whatever that is. They
Right.
can just read it, pick it, and boom, it opens up that link to wherever it's going.
I love that. So now we've kind of talked about what it is and how it works. Who would you say is the ideal customer, person, or business owner who utilizes this or could get the most benefit from an Inphone app?
I
And I'm
get
sure you're going to
I,
say everyone. No.
I get that question. It's a hard question for us because really a lot of people can use it. The only person that couldn't use it is an 8 to 5 person that's going to the job.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a clerk at a grocery store, but it's that person that's networking, out connecting, that wants to get their business out there. Because remember, it's a referral tool. You want all your clients, and I'll give your audience a big tip. This is a tip I give everybody, and all my clients have made money doing this. Your family and friends, 50% or more, don't know what you do. With the info, it's easy to go, hey, did you guys know I'm a realtor? Here's
Yeah.
my contact info, and they put the info link. But now that person has the ability to click on a button to pull the QR code and share it with a cousin who wants
Yeah.
to buy a home. So now that's why I got 23,000 people out there looking at it, because I did not meet 23,000 people. It
Yeah.
just was shared and shared and shared. And the warm lead, you're a marketer. When you get
Hmm.
a warm lead, that's the best lead.
Absolutely.
And that's what all those are warm leads. So
And so how did you get into this world of Inphone? Where did your journey start?
yeah, it was October of 2020. My now business partner, James Levins, I met him on a call. I remember it was a Friday at 3 o'clock, was the life changer for me because 10 minutes in, he's showing me the app. I'm like, I want it. Well, I haven't finished. I don't care. I don't care what the price is because I used to own brick and mortar businesses, and one of them I owned for 7 years. And amazingly enough, I'd get calls. Hey, Steve, I lost your phone number. I had 2 business referrals for you. I'm so sorry. And they're apologetic because your clients want to refer you because you've done such great things for them.
Yeah.
Well, I did the numbers for the next 6 years. I lost over $50,000 in referrals
Mm.
because people couldn't find my email, my phone, because I only talk to them every 3 or 4 months because
Yeah.
they come work with me and I don't work with them every day. When I saw this, I'm like, James, this is a game changer. I want in. And then the next week, I got a sale with it. So the next, probably the Monday after that, I called him because I was just about to call you. I said, what? He says, you want to do sales for me, don't you? I said, I want to sell the hell out of this thing. This is serving so many people I can help. And so that's how it got started.
And what's your mission for Inphone? Do you guys have like a mission statement that you project for the audience and the clientele that you market to?
Yes. We want to help the entrepreneurs, startups, the business people that are out there networking, out there doing great meetings, and give them something, a tool that they can help grow their business and not um, uh, have their customers or clients frustrated because they can't find the information or even that prospect.
True.
That's our mission. We want to make sure everybody has everybody's information because I get this comment all the time. Well, Steve, I don't want 100 infos on my phone. I said, one, you can do a folder, but
True.
two, if these are people like your plumber, like your electrician, your landscaper, people you might need to contact monthly or weekly.
Yeah.
You have access to them, and when they change, you see those changes. It
Yeah.
just gives you more comfort. And time right now is an ally for people. If we can save people hours a year, it's a big win for everybody.
One of the things I was just thinking about, I have my background, I work in real estate. I did marketing for a real estate company. And so I know that industry very well. And so as you're talking about this and like the referral aspect, have you had clients who are realtors using the Inphone for their own referral um, platform, right? So, because like a real estate agent is typically the one who's going to refer you to a landscaper, the, plumber, the HVAC people. So I'm assuming that realtors would utilize the Inphone and have those links directly to those people for their business. Is that correct?
Absolutely. This is James. I give James, my business partner, the credit for this because he trains realtors. And one thing he asks them is, how do you get more sales? Well, from my person I sold a home to, a person that bought a home from me. No, not them. It's the business you work with, the
Yeah.
landscaper, the painter. So what we do is one of our clients in New Jersey, she's number 3 in New Jersey in sales, does a ton of them. She's got her photographer, her financial advisor, her 2 different insurance agents, her mortgage broker, all on there.
Hmm.
So here's the great thing, another great thing about Inphone, I always say great, but I love it, is Maya gives out her Inphone. All those businesses go out with them.
Yeah.
So when she gives it to 10 people last week, those 10 people got all those businesses.
Mm.
So when they call her and they go, hey, you know what? My cousin wants to buy a home here in New Jersey, but they need a mortgage person. We're going to use you. Absolutely. Go to my Inphone, click mortgage broker, and it's done. Guess what? Maya can go out and keep selling homes, meeting people. We
Yeah.
do all the work by doing that referral. It is so powerful. That's where we started with
Yeah.
1,000 realtors jumped on board and started getting sales, and we're so happy.
Well, I love that you're so passionate about this, and that's really where you know that somebody's truly invested in and believes in their product because they're passionate about it, and you just get excited every time you start talking about answering a question. I could just see the excitement, and like you're like, yes, that's exactly it, and let me tell you more.
Yeah, I've been blessed by God with this opportunity because I'm always looking for something that we all need to make money. That's why we're here in the world. But if I can serve people and do make money as well and help them, it's really a game changer for everybody. So
Yeah. Well, I kind of want to wrap up because I think, we've really covered everything, and at this point my kind of final question would be any advice for a business who may be considering this? How would they get more information? What would you advise for them, first steps to take to implement this into their business?
yeah, super easy. A 20-minute demo we can set up. Again, you can scan my QR code. I know you're going to put the link in the podcast, and the link is down below by my name. But I do want to leave your audience with a business tip. I always want to leave people with expansion, with increase.
Yes.
One thing, audience, I want you to think about is get better 1% every day. We do that in a year. We've heard that before, but it's not bad to hear it multiple times. At the end of the year, you're up 365%. I think everybody's business would be doing well. Just 1%,
Yeah.
and
That's
we're going to be better.
Yeah, for sure. And 1% is not, an insurmountable amount, right? It's digestible.
Right? Piece of the elephant. Don't eat the whole
Yep.
elephant. I know it's not a great analogy, but you
No,
hear it all the time. Just take a little piece at a time and think different.
absolutely. So we'll have links in the show notes. They can scan the QR code on the video here if you're watching on YouTube. What about social platforms? Can people reach out to you on social media and connect with you that way as well?
Yeah, I've got my LinkedIn on my Inphone. Again, the power of Inphone. Go in my
Yeah.
info and connect me on LinkedIn. Steve Ramona on Facebook. You can connect me there. I do have a Facebook page for Inphone. You can learn tips and testimonials and different ways different people are using Inphone, because the power of Inphone, it can be used in so many ways. It's infinite. So
I love that. Well, thank you for sharing this information with us, kind of giving us a glance into what it does, and sharing this passion that you have for the product and in your business that you're running. And I just appreciate you being on the episode today.
thank you, Tori. It's been a blast. I enjoyed it.
Thanks so much for listening to the Creative Visionaries podcast. If you've enjoyed this episode, make sure you subscribe, leave us a review, or share with a friend. Also, make sure to visit us online at creativevisionariespodcast.com. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn. And stay tuned for more episodes to come. And remember, it's time to tap into your true potential and unleash your inner visionary.